Hello and thanks for joining us at 6. I'm Faith Woodard. Rolly Hoyt has the night off. Tonight, the man accused of shooting Charlie Kirk is in custody as authorities say they arrested 22-year-old Tyler Robinson late Thursday. And his father played a major part in helping authorities in the manhunt. He is said to have seen the photos released by authorities and confronted his son. The father then reached out to a youth pastor close with the family who contacted the U.S. Marshals. Investigators believe he acted alone when he fired a single shot piercing Kirk in the neck. And now that he is behind bars, some, including President Trump, are calling for him to face the ultimate punishment.
I hope he's going to be found guilty, I would imagine, and I hope he gets the death penalty. What he did, Charlie Kirk was the finest person. He didn't deserve this.
Authorities did not speak to a motive, but say bullet casings recovered from the rifle believed to be the murder weapon could shed light on Robinson's thinking. One was engraved with the words, "Hey fascist, catch." He is currently being held without bail with formal charges expected to be filed next week. And in a year where instances of political violence have rocked our nation, politicians here at home are thinking about how we move forward. THV 11's Carter Thweed talked to lawmakers on both sides of the aisle today to find out how this is affecting people at the state capitol.
Horror is probably my initial reaction.
For Tippy McCullough, who serves as a Democrat representing Little Rock in Arkansas's House of Representatives, instances of political violence have to stop.
It doesn't take us down a good road. It's not helpful. It's not productive. All it does is cause extreme hurt to everyone involved and to our country as a whole.
R.J. Hawk, a Republican representing parts of Saline County, feels the same way when thinking about his fellow lawmakers.
I don't agree with with a lot of them, but we still go to lunch and we still have conversations, and we still like each other at the end of the day, and nobody's wanting to go and throw down in the Capitol hallways.
For Hawk and McCullough, political figures being harmed disturbs them. The June assassination of Melissa Hortman, a Minnesota state representative, was especially significant to McCullough.
To know that someone can show up at your door, or show up anywhere basically, and cause you harm is something that's scary.
If something that I say in a committee room or on the House floor and somebody doesn't like it, you could be a target.
So what's the solution? Both Hawk and McCullough agree it's communication, and that goes both ways.
I want to, if you've got a differing opinion, let's talk about it, but let's do it respectfully.
Not just talk, but we have to listen. It's one of the things I've vowed to do lately is to listen to people's side a little bit more.
In Little Rock, Carter Thweet, THV 11 News.
And Arkansans are no stranger to political violence. Last month marked 17 years since chairman of the state's Democratic Party, Bill Gwatney, was shot and killed by a gunman he had never met in his Little Rock office.
On this late Friday evening, sky conditions are oh, hey, Faith.
Hey, Tom.
I am so, this is the truth. I'm so used to producers just coming right out to me.
That's okay.
I forgot we've got Ryan in the booth tonight.
I don't have anything to say. You can just go ahead and take it away. 90 degrees, go.
No, you go ahead and say something.
Go ahead, Tom. 90 degrees, what can you tell us?
90 degrees, that's it, Faith. We're out of time. Back to you. It is a beautiful afternoon. Yeah, lots of sunshine. A little hazy as well. The humidity was up a little bit out there. This is what's going to greet you as you make your way out to those high school football games tonight, where near perfect weather, except it's going to be just a little bit on the toasty side. We're at 91 here, 93 Searcy, 94 Texarkana. Fayetteville is at 89. Lots of 80s and 90s. Current heat index values are running in the lower to mid 90s. Our game of the week, it's Lakeside versus Robinson down in Hot Springs, 89 degrees, 7 o'clock kickoff. We'll cool off into the upper 70s. It'll feel nice for high school football for tonight and college football for tomorrow. I'll have your Razorback Ole Miss forecast here in just a few minutes.
Well, catching you up on crime now, starting with the arrest of Cleburne County Library Director Zachary Cothran. State police say he faces charges of theft of property and abuse of office after a months-long investigation found he misused taxpayer dollars. Prosecuting attorney Drew Smith requested the investigation after an audit found questionable purchases from library employees. He was found to have stole roughly $78,000 and has since been released on bond. Meanwhile, Arkansas Attorney General Tim Griffin is continuing his crackdown on anyone exploiting children by announcing the arrest of 2 men on child pornography charges. 21-year-old Sam Cannon of Sheridan and 61-year-old Douglas Lee Black of Pine Bluff are the men now behind bars. Griffin says the arrest showed the office's commitment to keeping kids safe and reminds anyone involved in these crimes that they will be caught and held accountable. And tonight we're also learning about a tense standoff in Benton that had police and neighbors on edge yesterday afternoon. Officers were called to River Street just after 2:30 after reports of a man following a postal worker and acting erratically. That man turned out to be 35-year-old Christopher Blankenship. He did originally get out of his car, but then got back in, locking himself in and refused to come out. It wasn't until an hour and a half later when police took him into custody. He now faces several charges, including harassment and resisting arrest. Officials across the city say stopping teen violence starts with trust, but many young people would say the police are the last they want to turn to. In Little Rock, officers are trying to change that, one relationship at a time. Tamer Knight shows us how police are using mentorship to connect with kids.
Let's be clear. We don't deal with bad kids. We deal with kids that make bad choices. Right. That's every child.
In many communities, strained police-youth relationships are linked to increased behavioral challenges among the youth.
They see us two big guys walk in, and we're not apprehending them or anything like that, but we're trying to, uplift them.
But the Little Rock Police Department is working to change the narrative. Youth are products of their environment and getting involved using mentorship programs.
Basically, it's a way for us to build a positive relationship between police and the youth.
Programs like GEMS, Girls Empowered by Mentoring Sisterhood, and SOS, Saving Our Sons, have been around for years. What's new is the partnership between the department and the Little Rock School District.
The Little Rock School District, pretty much our full-time job, Monday through Friday, we are mentors. So we go to schools, check on them, making sure they're doing everything they're supposed to be doing.
Together, they're providing resources and hands-on activities that foster confidence, positive attitudes, and meaningful relationships.
And by them coming to the program and being around the other youth and people and mentors and coordinators, they're able to navigate the different attitudes and personalities of the world.
Mentors working with the program meet with teenagers where they are, using daily engagements and even colorful shirts.
We probably have a t-shirt on and some Jordans, so we kind of look like them a little bit, but and we talk at their level. We don't make them feel bad about when they get in trouble. We just help them talk through the situations, and we just give them a new perspective or concept of what a police officer is, something new that they've never seen.
All students are welcome.
So our kids range in their social, economical status, their family status, and things of that nature. They don't all look the same, they don't all act the same, they don't all talk the same.
And the support doesn't stop when the day is over.
We don't just fool with our kids when they come to the program on Saturdays. When they have games, dance recitals, church functions, birthday parties, when they invite us, we go because we want them to know they matter outside of the session.
In Little Rock, Tamer Knight, THV 11 News.
All right, Tamer, thank you. The GEMS and SOS mentorship programs have open enrollment year-round. If you're interested in joining or signing up your child, we will have the details on our website. Well, in Charleston, family, friends, and others from across the state are preparing to lay Senator Gary Stubblefield to rest, as today a visitation was held in his hometown of Charleston for people to pay their respects. Flowers as well as memorabilia from Stubblefield's days on the Razorback football team are on display. His funeral is set to take place tomorrow at 11. A federal court is once again stopping the Ten Commandments from being displayed in some Arkansas classrooms as a second preliminary injunction has been handed down, adding Conway to a group of districts being sued. And it comes after Conway schools had already placed Ten Commandment posters in classrooms. The injunction blocks Arkansas Act 573, the Ten Commandments law, from being enforced in districts involved in the lawsuit. This preliminary injunction is more than just a temporary pause. It includes a judge's decision that these displays more than likely violate the constitutional rights of students and their families. Sam Grover with the Freedom from Religion Foundation says he's confident this law will be blocked.
We've secured this preliminary injunction that says more likely than not, these displays violate the constitutional rights of every parent of a student in an Arkansas school. Arkansas, Louisiana, and Texas have all passed laws trying to put these 10 Commandments displays up. Our coalition has sued in all 3 states.
Grover says that these legal battles can drag out for a long time, making these injunctions even more important.
It is week 2 of high school football action all around the state of Arkansas. That means the 3rd week of games, and that means we're starting to get to know these teams. The rust is off, and they're really starting to be competitive all around the state. I'm at our game of the week. Joe T. Robinson making the trip out to Hot Springs to take on Lakeside. This was a quarterfinal playoff matchup last year that came down to the final couple minutes. Nick Luttrell is at Bryant, where the Hornets are hosting Parkview. Those are 2 teams that it feels like every year win the 5A and 7A state championships, and that's just 2 of so many matchups that we'll have for you tonight at 10 on the Friday Night Blitz. I'll be back in a few minutes to break down this one and more. For now, though, live from Lakeside, Tyler Cass, THV 11 Sports.